OPT. Once again, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are ready for the weekend, and I hope you guys are ready for this hot entertainment news and much, much more. But before I go any further, don't forget the Easily Annoyed Tour is going on right now in Virginia Beach. You can stop by and see Lunel along with Sister Quintella. That show is going to be going on all weekend long. And grab you one of these t-shirts. They go fast, so you better get you one. All right. Now, before I go any further, a lot of people say, oh, PT, your face looks so nice. Your face looks so clean and smooth. Yeah, before I got the lights on, my face was still looking smooth and clean. Don't give me too much, okay? This is one of my favorite soaps, and this is what I use on my face. This is Clinique soap. Yes, anything that costs $20, it better work, okay? But yeah, I don't use it. I try not to use it. But I do use it, but I haven't used it in a while because the store I went to, they didn't have it. You have to go to like a major store to get it. But Clinique soap, and they also have the lotions and stuff like that. So anyway, shout out to Clinique. All right. So here we go, Showbiz Top 5 number 5. I'm going to talk about Tanya Sams. She has something to do with the Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, she didn't come to play. And of course, Showbiz Top number 4, I want to talk about Tiny T.I. and their situation. And of course, Showbiz Top 5 number 3, thank you, Pastor Gray. Thank you so much for what you did. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Hallelujah. And of course, Showbiz Top 5 number 2, thank you as well, Tyler Perry. You didn't have to do it either, but you did. And of course, Showbiz Top 5 number 1, Kevin Hart, which everybody's talking about. It was breaking news, and you wait till what I hear. I need to tell Kevin Hart. And I'm glad you tuned in because I know you will say, what did he say? Some of you just probably fast forwarded straight to number 1 to see it exactly what I said about Kevin Hart. So my message is to Kevin Hart, and I want you guys to listen. All right, and make sure he sees this video. Let's go. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the Housewives of Atlanta since they've been on. I've been watching. It's been pretty interesting. Again, I had reported on them not too long ago saying that, their ratings were down. But since they have two new people on there, which is Eva and, of course, this lady who goes by the name of Tanya Sams, there's a couple of other people. And people kept saying, why come Marla won't get no peach because she used the F word? Bravo is run by the gays, okay? You can't do that. But maybe she got caught up in the moment. I don't know. I thought she was a tranny anyway. But anyway, we're going to move on if I get myself in trouble. Well, there's a new lady on the block, and she goes by the name again, Tanya Sams, and she happened to be on Page 6 TV. Shout out to Page 6 TV and the crew. And this is what she had to say. I'll roll the clip, and I'll be right back.
This is not my bread and butter. Right. If I'm not on the show, I'm like, trust me, fabulous life goes on. I can still pull up in a ghost. It's that's not where I'm getting my paycheck. So it's just,
That's very valid. But you know what? People don't know you, but now people will know you.
Yeah.
And that kind of fame is a drug. Do you think you'll become addicted?
No. I don't.
Not?
Because I kind of
But you like being the star, darling. We can see that already.
Here's the thing. I kind of don't take myself very seriously. Like, I'm totally a goofball. Like, I'm very unpretentious. So I feel like I can take it with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Well, why did you want to join the show?
Like, being able to visually show, little brown girls, little boys, little girls, like, hey, that woman made a life change from medical field to technology. Like, you can do it, And so that was kind of important to me. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Coming back, you're going to tell us who's the messiest housewife of them all, aren't you, my love? So stay tuned.
Okay, as you can see here, she's the new girl on the block, and she pretty much is saying, baby, this is not her bread and butter. I mean, I've seen her in her private jets, and her fashion is on point, and she seems like to be, she seems kind of goofy, and I like that about her, kind of funny, like, but she's wanting the girls to step up their game. You could do all that reading and all that talking and stuff. She said Marla was the ghetto girl. She said Nene, out of all the girls on the show, she said Nene is the one that she thought she was going to get along with, but Nene is the bitch. Well, we already know Nene is the bitch because Nene is trying to save her job. So it is what it is. Speaking of saving their jobs, these two got into, Portia and Nene got into it, and this is what they said on social media. Here goes Nene. And Nene goes, well, when you are a ride or die chick, hey little sis, I got your back. Little sis, oh yeah, thanks for throwing big sis under the bus. Here goes Portia. What the fuck? What the fuck? You got me effed up. da 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 da, so and so. So they go and getting into it on social media. So they got to keep it going, child. These girls want to save their jobs. But anyway, make sure you guys tune in and watch the new girl. She seems to be really interesting, and look out for her. She's gonna have her game on, and she's definitely gonna have her fashions on. So check her out again on Housewives of Atlanta. Let's move on to Showbiz Top 5. This is gonna be number 4. Well, let's talk about Tiny and T.I. and their situation they got going on. Well, I was reading in the blogs yesterday, and Tiny and T.I., I know you guys probably heard rumors that they are not together. Nope, that is not true. Tiny and T.I. are very much together, but Tiny believes that she wants to give T.I. a little space, and that's what she's doing. So he's got his little space, he's got his own place, and she got her own place, but they spend a lot of time together, and they said, baby, they still hot, the sex is still good, they still romantic, and they still doing the do, but they got to be, because you remember the time I reported that T.I. came up to the house and he couldn't get in, and he got into it with the security guard. Baby, he was trying to get him some of that. He was trying to get him some of that, baby. Okay, all them damn kids, it's got to be good. So, they say in spite of the rumors that you hear, they good. Like, they're really good. And she doesn't like the situation that they live in different houses. I think you should do what you need to do to save, to save your marriage. I think you should do what you need to do, except, well, some people have threesomes and stuff. But we're not going to go there. But some people do. I think you just got to do what you got to do to save your marriage, And then some marriages you just can't save. We won't say no names, Cardi B. But I'm going to move on before I get myself in trouble. Let's talk about Pastor John Gray. Well, most of you guys may not know who he is, but he's a big-time pastor. And I believe he was in Houston at one time. I'm not for sure where he is now. But he did something in service the other Sunday that really got my attention. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but I got thrown off doing something else. I think the Cardi B story broke, so I left that to the side. But listen, he was in church the other Sunday, and he said, hey, let's turn the tables around. Why don't we, instead of we're always asking, why don't we give? And so what he did, they raised the offering, and they had the people, he asked, are there any single mothers in here? Did anybody come with the red light on, the orange light on for your gas tank? Are there any single people in there? Are there orphans in there? So basically, he did what you're supposed to do. I know you can't do it every Sunday, but I think this was a great thing, man. I just think a lot of times, I know this may sound stupid to y'all, but a lot of times when I was in the club and I was hosting the show, a lot of times I just want to grab somebody out the audience and say, hey guys, I'm going to play a song and I want to bless somebody tonight. It's not up to me to figure out what they got going on in their life, or if they may have money or whatever. That's not my thing. Is to bless somebody, and I think this is a great thing that Pastor John Gray did, and kudos to him and to any other preachers or pastors or churches who did this. There's a lot of churches, all over the United States, and they may not be able to raise money and give people money and stuff like that, but they help people with food, with lights and stuff like that. And this is what we are supposed to do as Christians, and or Christians are supposed to do: help one another. You have to help one another. If you don't help one another, everything is just basically in vain. So kudos to Pastor John Gray and his church for what they did. I just want all churches would catch on. I've seen some videos where they had a lady one time. She was a pizza lady, delivery lady, and she came up and the man blessed her, and by the time she left, man, she had so much money, she cried the whole time. I love seeing stories like this. I just really do, and I just wish this would catch on and more people would do it. Speaking of catching on, kudos to Tyler Perry. Let me tell you what he did. I'm sure you guys have probably already heard, but he pretty much did the same thing. He went to Walmart and hunted 2 Walmarts, child, and he dropped some coins, Sonny. He spent $170,000 at one store, and he spent $25,000 at another store. So all the people had to do is come pick up their layaway. I applaud Tyler Perry. I love to see people doing good things, man. I always said, God, if you just, and I know it doesn't take millions of dollars to have, for me to go and bless people, and it's not always about money. I understand that. But if God ever puts me in that level, or when he does give me some type of platform where I can help people and go back and do stuff for people, I know I can't help the world, but it just feels good when you help people. People don't understand. We want money, we want fame. Listen, I'll do anything I would rather not have a YouTube channel, and I would rather have money to where I can go help people than rather have a YouTube channel. That means more to me than anything. It feels so good to be able, you just don't know. And then a lot of, let me tell y'all something. Don't really get mad at people when they record people, giving people stuff. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I thought about that and I said, I don't know why they do that. They just want to be seen. Not all the time. Because if you do it from the heart, maybe somebody else will see it and they'll do it. You know, just like the tollway, like people go through the tollway and they pay for the tollway, and then next thing you know, the next person paid, and that's the way it should be. Everything should catch on. You know, if you smile at somebody, they should smile back at you. I think, if we have to do this in order for us to make it in life. We should be able to do these things, do the things that you can do. Everybody can't go to Walmart and do what Tyler Perry did. I understand that. But it's not the big things that you do, but it's the small things. So thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. And I'm still waiting to get in one of your damn shows. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about the one and only Kevin Hart. Well, you know, I know you guys are coming to see what I have to say about Kevin Hart. Well, I was just talking about this young man the other day, and applauded him for, you know, being the host. Well, hopefully by the time you guys get the video, I hope that he still is the host of the Oscars. And here is some of the things that Kevin Hart said, homophobic tweets and stuff that he said about some people on his Twitter page. And I know I got everything wrote down, and I know I have it, and I'm going to share some of it with you. I'm going to put some of it up right here, and I'll be right back, and I'll share with you exactly what I think about this. Well, let me just say this. I want to send this message to Kevin Hart. And first of all, let me share with you guys what he tweeted 2009, 2010, and 2011. He tweeted, here was one of the tweets that he posted. He says, "This is the gayest SHIT I've ever seen, no homo." Okay, that was 2009. Here's a tweet that he said, "Why does Damien DW profile look like a gay billboard for AIDS 2010? And in 2011, he said, "If my son comes home and wants to play with his sister's doll, I'm going to break his head and say, stop that, that's gay." This was 2011, okay? I don't know if I had any more. I think I had one more. Yeah, he says, "At Wayne 215, laughing my ass off. That's why you sweat and the reason why you're a fat face fag." This was in August 2009. So I went to look on TMZ, and I'm going to really be. I'm going to talk to you and tell you exactly how I feel about this and what I want Kevin Hart to know. I saw the tweets. And I saw everything that was screenshotted. And let me just say this. First of all, I don't think that Kevin Hart should be knocked off from hosting the Oscars. I'll tell you why. We all make mistakes. And this was some years back. And who knows? Maybe Kevin Hart, maybe he never thought he would be where he is now. This should be a lesson for everyone, no matter who you are, that you have to be careful with what you say, because it'll come back to haunt you from years from now. You just never know where you may be. Same thing with the Bill Cosby situation. And, you know, not just Bill Cosby, but people who do things to people in the past, most of the time it's going to catch up with you. So me as a gay male, I forgive Kevin Hart. I do. I forgive him. I don't think that you know, even if he is that way now, you know, he knows better. There's certain things you just can and you cannot say. So I'm not speaking for the whole LGBT community, but as for me, honey, I'm as gay as they come. I really, really, truly forgive this man. I really believe that he you know, at the time he meant what he said, but now I'm sure he's, you know, asked for forgiveness, and I think that we should forgive him. And I think that, you know, I'll just say this: the devil is busy, you know, and he wants to attack this young man. This man Kevin Hart has been through a lot. He didn't just pop up overnight, you know. I don't know his whole career and how he got started, whatever, but Kevin Hart wasn't Kevin Hart overnight. You know, I mean, look at the tweets that he did back in 2011, 2009. Hell, I've said some things that perhaps one day may come back to haunt me. I don't know, but I'm not on his level as of yet. But I would just say this: Kevin Hart, and I'm going to tag him into this video, and I want to say, man, I really believe in my heart, man, that you didn't really mean, that you really, you meant what you said at the time. But as of this day, that you really feel sorry for what you said, and that I really believe that you give back, and that you help a lot of people. And a lot of times we try to bring people down just for the, it's like, and understand, yes, these were very, 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 very nasty things to say. These are horrible things to say about anyone that's different, or anyone that's not like you. It's a horrible thing. You can't take that away. It was a horrible thing that he tweeted. So Kevin Hart, I don't know if anybody else forgives you, man, but I forgive you as a black gay male. I forgive you, man, and let this be a lesson. And I don't know, Kevin Hart, maybe you can do an AIDS fundraiser, or maybe you can do something to let the people know that it's not okay to do this. He's already said, well, he's not going to apologize. I think, if you're not, well, maybe you should apologize. Then again, I don't know. I mean, you did it a long time ago. It's up to you. You make that decision. You get with your peers, and you get with your people, and you decide, yes, I apologize. I was wrong for what I said back then, but I'm not that way anymore, and I don't really believe he's that way anymore. So now, I said this to say all of this. We all make mistakes. I don't think he should be taken off the Oscars, but you already know who runs the Oscars. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully by the time you get this video, everything is still good, and he's still able to, to host the Oscars. Because, hey, man, the stuff will come back to haunt you. So Kevin Hart, do what you got to do, man. And I really hope and pray. I know you've learned your lesson, and I hope and pray that things work out for you. And I really hope they let you. I tell you what, I'll challenge you, Kevin Hart. I challenge you. If they let you host the Oscars, I want you to talk to them and let them have me as a black gay male come and not host with you, but just hang out with you. Just come and hang out with you. I like the red carpets, and I do all kind of stuff like, hey, let them know that you changed, man, and let them know that things are not the way they used to be. All right, that's my message to Kevin Hart, and I'm PT with all the latest entertainment news. You guys take care. Whatever you do, tell somebody about PT Showbiz Top 5. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to go see my girl Lunel this weekend in Virginia Beach at the Funny Bone. All right, you guys take care. Bye.